Right, welcome everyone here at the Tuba AstroTurf. It is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. It is a match week 14 fixture, a game between Attram, the Visser Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy. My name is Krobias and we are live on AFA Sports on Facebook, AFA Sports _GH on YouTube, also live on Metro Television, Adom TV, as well as Joy Prime Television. And we are here between Attram, the Visser, and of course, very soon we will be, have the thought of the referees or the coaches to have their thoughts ahead of the game here at the Tuba AstroTurf. And we will zoom straight into the team's arrival. We will zoom straight into the team's arrival to see how the teams arrive here at the Tuba AstroTurf. We start from the home team, which is Attram, the Visser Sporting Club. Then, of course, the away team, we will also have a look at how the away team also arrived here, West African Football Academy. And then, of course, the dressing room of the two teams. We will be watching how the dressing room look like. The home team, Attram the Visser, the home team of Attram the Visser. We will have a look at the Attram the Visser's dressing room. Yes, of course. This is the dressing room of Attram the Visser's dressing room. Then we will also have a look at the away teams, dressing room. The away team dressing room, West African Football Academy. Their dressing room is also ready, and of course, this is how the West African Football Academy, their dressing room also look like here at the Tuba AstroTurf. Now, we will be speaking with the head coaches to also have their thoughts concerning the match, a game between Attram the Visser versus West African Football Academy. We'll be speaking with the home team's coach first, Godwin Attram. You will join me here so that we also have his thoughts concerning how they've prepared themselves prior to the start of this particular fixture. I have with me here Coach Godwin Attram. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Happy New Year, Coach.
Many happy returns.
Well, Coach, how has preparation gone so far throughout the week, preparing your side, the Christmas, the festive season, everything mixed together and coming back ahead of this particular encounter?
Well, it has not been easy. It's a Christmas festive, and coaches, our management must be able to manage the players very well because they are not on holidays. We have been playing throughout, but based on how you are going to manage them, that's how they are going to play the football for you. I think we don't do a lot of training, but it's mostly about talking and then also stretching and mind psyching.
Well, you are coming back from a game last week. You couldn't win that particular game, and it was all a very good performance your team depicted. How was the team's preparation? The psychological aspect, mentally, how have you psyched your guys coming up against West African Football Academy, a team that they've played a lot of games so far as the turf is concerned? AstroTurf, they are a well-known team which they've been using this turf for so many years now. How are you mapping up a strategy against them?
Well, last week you said we drew with Simplify, which we're supposed to win. It's officiating deniers to win. We went to Port City and were able to win the FA Cup. So meaning the boys, their performance is always growing. The progression is going very well. And they're playing a team like Wafa. It's a very difficult game, but it's going to be interesting. I would like the team to control the ball like we normally do. We like to control the game, dominate the game, and at the end, pick our 3 points because we have to cancel those who are ahead of us. Yeah. We are contesting with them. We have to cancel their points so that we can be close. By the close of the game, I think we have to be at the third position with 24 points.
Well, Coach, you've, played against some tougher oppositions in your recent campaign, having played against Okwa United, Port City, and of course, Simplify. These are top teams in your zone. Coming up against West African Football Academy, they are struggling. Things are not working so well for them. They are struggling to grind results both home and away, and they've had that inconsistent run of games. Are you going to, win the game straightforward, or what plan are you planning against them? Because sometimes teams like this, they are very difficult to beat.
I think we don't take chances. Wafa is Wafa. No matter what you do, they are a very big side.
Yeah.
They are a club that develop most of players. Academy like my team,
Yeah.
and I believe that playing against them is all about planning. I've always been playing against Wafa when I was in Olympics and
Okay.
other things. So I know Wafa very well. We don't take chances. We have to go all out and take our 3 points. It's just that I've managed to change some few players out of the match that we play against Port City so we can have some fresh legs in, and then our tactic is 1-4-3-3.
All right, Coach. Nice speaking with you, and a very good luck also.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was the head coach for Attram, the Visser, Godwin Attram, and he is so optimistic that his side will come out victorious against West African Football Academy at the end of the 90 minutes here. And I will be speaking with the head coach of West African Football Academy. And Coach, good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon, sir.
Coach, things hasn't been all that okay so far as this particular season is concerned, and so far as the games West African Football Academy have played comes to play. How has preparation gone so far prior to this particular fixture?
Yeah, I must say we prepared very well after losing against True Life in the FA Cup just this Wednesday. We prepared very well, though the maximum recovery before this game was not really good for us because we had only 48 hours to play this game, which is not really good. But mentally and physically, we really, train on their mental strength to be able to give their maximum best on this game.
Well, you are playing against one of the tougher oppositions, Attram Divisa. They've had some consistent games. They've been playing against top teams and performing highly. They are scoring goals and they are not also conceding that much. What are you putting up to, unlock their defensive solidity and also make sure you set up a proper defensive shape to also curtail their attacking threats?
I must say I analyze them a little bit and I know how they attack and I know how they defend and their defensive transition is so solid, so we know how to go about it.
Well, what should be, the expectation after the 90 minutes of action? And also, is there any suspension or any injury concern in your camp?
Yeah, we had some injuries, around 3 players who are injured, but we have replacement. Though, as academy, you always have replacement in terms of this kind of situation. So we have replacement, and he's ready, and he's mentally ready, and physically ready, and we have no problem at the moment.
Well, at the end of the 90 minutes, what should be expected from Wafa?
I think they should see a good football, good tactical game, and then we see how it goes.
All right, nice speaking with you. A very good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was the head coach for West African Football Academy, and he is also looking forward to, see his boys perform wonderfully well against Attram Divisa and also be able to, yield all the 3 important points after the 90 minutes of action. Now, we are live on AFA Sports, live on AFA Sports _GH on Facebook, live on Adum Television, Metro TV, as well as original television, AFA Sports and AFA Sports Plus on our digital terrestrial channel. My name once again is Krobia Asante. Very soon the 2 teams will line up here to kickstart the first department of the game. So we will zoom straight into the commentary position for the first half to begin. Enjoy the first 45 minutes of action. Alright, Yamo Bibia Kwaba MBPMO Tuba AstroTurf. It is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. Match week 14, Zone 3 fixture. A game between Attram Divisa Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy. And the two teams are already on the field. This is a highly anticipated match. And Attram Divisa Sporting Club taking on West African Football Academy. Already two teams, are lining up beautifully on the field. West African Football Academy. Omo Ashasiye Echichi Akama Sanso Ana, the home team Attram Divisa, and so it take over. Now the two captains, exchange pleasantries, and of course you remonstrate in Attram Divisa Sporting Club. Mranti Duba kwa wamo ejwemu isi akane diama wamo. Abdul Manaf Ibrahim will be imposed. Alfred Amwa will lead the team as the captain for the side. Hamza Idrisu, Richmond Apokum, Thomas Sochre, Enoch Otu, Kofi Junior Mark, Usman Uganyu, Abdul Majid Masoud. The top scorer for Attram Divisa, Precious Yaujima, is also starting the game. Prince Amekofia, and then of course the head coach Godwin Attram will be in the dugout for Attram Divisa as the head coach. These are the official center referee Sojunu George Ifa, first assistant Ofo Tete Edmond, the second assistant will be Ofe Emmanuel, then the fourth official Labi Set, match commissioner will be Ufosu Felix. And let's have a look at the starting 11 for the Travelers West African Football Academy. Kranting Asante will be imposed for Wafa. Evans Adeti will captain the side. Michael Nyantechi is also starting the game for West African Football Academy. And Chibwe Siakon is also there. Kingsley Achiampong, Jacob Eche Kofi Buti is also starting the game for West Africa Football Academy. Kwesi Nyameche, Solomon Toklo, Naziru Mohamed Yusuf, Ejram Sapo, and Dufia Tony. The head coach will be Sadiq Abubakar, will be in the dugout to lead the West African Football Academy to victory as the technical head. Now the two teams are all set and ready for the game to kickstart, and it is the away team who gets us underway. And Ejram Sapo will kick the ball first to get us underway here at the Tuba AstroTurf. It is the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. AFA production in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association. In no time, referee Sojonu George Ifa will blow his whistle for the game to start. Referee Sojunu George Ifa has blown his whistle for the first department of the game to kickstart, and it is the away team, West African Football Academy. We have started play here at the Tuba AstroTurf. Dufia Tonyu, long one. Dufia Tonyu Jibone Kama dia Queen more dia Koma now so enya do to me a far bono cry. Jibone and so enya do to me far bono a first through in a year to 88 West African Football Academy. A first through advantage Attram the Visser. Masood Attram on the counter attack. Attram in the final third, they've lost possession to West African Football Academy. A long one, he finds Tonyu, but he's lost possession once again. Attram Divisa, goalkeeper Abdul Manaf Ibrahim. He sends a long one to far right. Masood with the ball. Masood. Jibone Kama Adababi Pimu Ewo Binkuma Film Precious Yaojima Diakweche throwing advantage West African Football Academy. Throwing advantage West African Football Academy. Jibone Diakweche Kama. And so Richmond Apokum, Dubona Kweche, Diakwa Kama Hamza Idrisu Asani Bonimu, Diako Binkuma Film, Jima, or the Bona Vanso Abechre, Ababidi, Hamza Idrisu Asande Bono Kama, Bona Babidi. Nifafe Precious Yaojima, a boy long cross into the 18-yard box. Masood, and so that be Apokum, a long one into the 18-yard box. It's been cleared. Richmond Apokum once again. Richmond Apokum. Kofi Junior Mark, Jibone Diakwakoma Jima, and so that be Kana Tuoma a foul your boy Dietia foul your boy Dietia West African Football Academy Abrantia Jeffreno Amua Richmond Apokum we effect the free kick for Attram Divisa. Kofi Junior Mark, Dibona Kakoma, Richmond Apokum, Jibona to Mukama, Precious, year to 18-yard box anymore, then on way to me, a long shot. Nasdabi, you're attacking through Yabetu 88 West African Football Academy. You're attacking through Yabetu 88 West African Football Academy. Kofi Junior Mark. Seni Boni Diabetre Kama Dabre Usmanu Ganyu in the middle. Bonaka Kuremu Idrisu. Back to goalkeeper Manaf Ibrahim. Manaf send a long one into the area and so that be beautifully covered. Abranta Jeffreno Dufia Tonyi. Dufia Tonyi Abrantia a jam support a daform a flower yebe boy dietia Attram Divisa Brante Freno Ajam still medical team no Ejina Yarishe was originally Nanso Kama Ajam support was originally Nanso game continues Kofi Junior Mark Ujibone Kama Nanso back to Kofi Junior once again. Kaka Ineni, the Bonabam Fifi. The center circle, Usmanu Ganyu. Ganyu the Bonakakoma Idrisu. Long one into the 18 area now, so that be no problem at all for goalkeeper Cranton Elisha Asante. Cranton Elisha Asante straight away was send the ball in Mwakudi Idrisu or Attram Visser. One more half. Back to goalkeeper Manav. Attram. And so Dabi still Attram with the ball. 0-2. Then obey to me. A dribble back on Mienu. We jibone Diabeche. Diabre Richmond Apokum. Apokum send a long one looking for Jima. And so they send to me and Kanoma Bono a throw in. Dufia Tony. We need throw in at Yama West African Football Academy with Trubone Kama Kwakudia Brante Freno. Jacob Eche Kofi Saniboni Mudia Koma Kingsley Champon Solomon Toklo corner kick advantage West African Football Academy. First corner kick Kodiama West African Football Academy. And Abrantia Evans Adeti, the captain for the side, a long one into the 18-yard box. Pemananso, Kofi Junior Mark, Jibon everywhere. A powerful drive there from Abrantia Freno entry Boisiakon goes wayward. A goal kick advantage, Attram Visser, Kofi Junior Mark, Onekuta Bono. Jibone Yakakoma Idrisu. 7 minutes into the first half. Attram Visser Sporting Club 0. West African Football Academy 0. Your commentator this afternoon, Krobia Asante, together with my co-commentator, Ja Baby. And we've done 8 minutes into the first department of the game. No go to either side yet. Ball in the middle finds Precious Yaojima. They've lost possession once again. Beautifully turned. Wafa. Enchibu Esiakon. Jibon Diabre. Dufia Tony. Diakon Finfin Kama. Beautifully. Now so Richmond Apokum, Baby Winnie Bono referee say a foul young bon fintia Richmond Apokum. Enchibu Esiakon. Passe Bonnie Kama Diakwakurimo Michael Nyantechi. From the right hand side, West African Football Academy building the attack. Solomon Toklo back to the center circle. Bonakakuremu Ababedu Tony Enchibu Esiakon. Tony. Now so that be Tony passing into me and Koma. Masood. Nokita Bono Masood. Remu out the center area. Masood in the 18-yard box. A long cross. West African Football Academy. To me, a justice is a visa situation. West African Football Academy. Wafa. No more this season. And Trump Divisa enjoying themselves in the midweek. Omuko Dremo Awokukran Tumi Park. Ko winning the Ghana's MTN FA Cup. I'm proud to that now, Omo. And it simplified last weekend to me a draw match week 13. And there's another opportunity for Trump Divisa to close the gap between the top two teams in their zone 3. That was a while ago. Masood shot sent into the 18-yard box, and goalkeeper Cranton Elisha came to save the situation for West African Football Academy. 10 minutes into the first half, no goal to either side yet, yeah, baby.
Well, Osha, two teams in Mienua. Obia a very good talent, and especially team managing at the Attram Divisa. Ope Division 1, especially Zone 3. One of the teams on the board to form communication here, Juma. Omunim woman. When it comes to say your more short passes, or more the bema, yen surge forward, yema long passes. You get it from Attram Divisa. Adia Bakwa, a how more and say, Omudu the final third of the opposite 18-yard box of the other club now. That is where they fumble or squander chances. And Debiano, I don't know whether probably Attram Divisa and the style of play now in the sad time on a time I know Bobona were implemented into the boys there, because sometimes we'll share some of the balls and some of the chances are, especially a war the 18-yard box and I say a trick Caribbean. The only mentality about you say you shoot from afar, because there are some goalkeepers be even in the Premier League anymore. Balls and every goalkeeper, the moment I want the beba bako miensa. Anything biana or the technical know how would you or who the loopholes at the floors of the other club. It is sometimes Ayana Attram Divisa per se or more bobona to the instance even the 16 and 18-yard box of the opponent, or sa pass the ball. Said Yabaya or Besha Wall is part of football, but yeah, modern type of football now. Yeah, share. You have witnessed it for so long the time, especially when it comes to Africa. Sometimes you test the intelligence of the goalkeeper, but I can football. So I think say Attram Divisa, especially open one of the teams are home a fortress to win matches are Attram Divisa home. I'm expecting a lot from them. Then you be soon free say Wafa Football Club and so one of the teams are on the ball to form or multi communicating very well on the field of play. So I think say too early to judge these two teams, but as time goes on, you better have our two teams implemented almost style of goal scoring on the field of play.
Yeah, sure how our two teams, a bit take the opportunities are one more creating, the ball need to me the a corner kicker, your boy the West African Football Academy. First corner kick in the game after 13 minutes of action done for the home team, Attram Divisa. A long corner kick sent into the 18-yard box. It's being cleared. A powerful header from the defensive line of West African Football Academy, curtailing the situation. The Wafa throw-in about to West African Football Academy. A throw-winner yet to West African Football Academy. Goalkeeper Manaf Ibrahim. Manaf Ibrahim looking for Jima. You couldn't find him. Goalkeeper granting Jibono Eddie Free still Bonababe di Attram Divisa. Omecho a branch friend Kofi Junior Mark. Yakoma goalkeeper. Goalkeeper sends a long one. Jima quickly. Jima with Jibono Diama Hamza Idrisu Diako Benkuma Fim Diakwa Koma Branch Freno Thomas Ochre Enoko to pass name to Mianko and I throw in a year to Edietia West African Football Academy to Boni Kama entry Boisiakon Jibono at the Abetre Kama. And so that be another throw in defensive throw yet to Infinity Attram Divisa. Dufia Tony no akwakofa bono to diama Wafa to bondiama Jacob Peche back to Tony Diakomu Nansuda be Tony no Shisha Brantia Jeffrey no Ivan Sadeti, the captain for the side, Nanson insane to me and Kano. Bonaka could goalkeeper Manaf Ibrahim. Long one to far right or shot Deti Nanson insane to me and Kano Deti Mabono. Jima Winnie Bono de Aquacoma Mark. Maka boy de Atunfifi Wenya Masud de Gia Diama Makofia Poshot Nansudapi. Bonnie say Enoko to so sent to me and Cabonoma. A throw in I bet to Edietia Attram Visser AFA production in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association, bringing to you live the unprecedented Ghana second tier league, the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. It is live on AFA Sports on Facebook, AFA Sports _GH on YouTube, AFA Sports and AFA Sports Plus on our digital Telextra channel. Also live on Adum Television, Original TV, Metro TV, as well as Joy Prime Television. And these are the stations, the national station televising live the 2025-2026 Access Bank Division 1 League. First yellow card has been shown in the game after 17 minutes of action. Attram, Richmond Apokum. Jima Ojibondi Akwakoma Masud Nansudabi Lucy Bono. Confirmation of the yellow card a while ago. Abrante Feno Attram support playing for West African Football Academy is being booked. He's gone into the books of the referee. First yellow card of the game. Attram Divisa Manaf, a long one. It's cleared the danger. West African Football Academy trying to cause some problems in the 18th half of Attram Divisa. West African Football Academy still having possession of the ball. Enchibu Esiakon send the ball to Aquacoma to Kluna, so Kakudi goalkeeper Jibone de Aquacoma branch friend Jacob Eche Kofi transiting play a long one or branch friend to Toklo beautifully to close to me Bono with ya to 18-yard box in the move. Pimboni the free wall. Still Wafa in possession. Midfield Jibone de Aquama Captain Adeti back to Abrante Freno Naziru Mohamed Naso, a throw in Tony Trubone Kamada Kwakoma and Chibuesiakon. Boisiakon Kwako Lucy control. Boisiakon Lucy Bono Diama Precious still West African Football Academy. Woman returning Bono beautifully. Dirty captain for the side. Dirty finds Tony. Jibone dia 218-yard box in Bono saying also it's been cleared away once again. West African Football Academy still in possession. What a play. Solomon Toklo. Jibone dia Kwakoma Brante Freno. Boisiakon. Enya Kingsley Achiampong Toklo. Dia Panichiri Kama. Jibono dia kwechiri kra Jacob Eche finds Tonyu beating him marker. Tonyu, what can he do? Jibono dia kwa koma Naziru Mohammed finds Buesiakon to Michael Nyantechi dia matoklo up cross the bono nanso ya pimboni die pie. Now Wafa Lucy Bono Attram Divisa Richmond Apokum Adia Kobe Nkumuso 0-2 Adia Betre Idrisu back to 0-2 now so that Ababe drew the half of Attram Divisa. Still West African Football Academy trying also a foul your boy DHR West African Football Academy. 22 minutes of action done here at the Tuba AstroTurf. It is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. And our Attram Divisa Sporting Club hosting West African Football Academy Zone 3 fixture, match week 14. It is a 0-0 scoreline. Masoud to Amakofi a long one into the 18-yard box now so that be of our club on the free wall. Apokum in the middle. A long one looking for Jima in the 18-yard box. What a miss. It was a glorious opportunity there. Brantia Jeffreno Precious Yao Jima was a clear-cut opportunity in the 18-yard box of Boy Bon Uncle Baby Bia.
Well, I think Sir Precious there he did well, especially what share the intelligence unexpectedly. Wafa players no mujina honomona. Everyone thought say Bianco be pass it, but he made sure say obey using intelligence very well. And these are some of the things I say you will give him so far as the Division 1 League is concerned, because at this moment, any opportunity, any chance be a Ubenyebiano, you have to make good use of the chance that will create a game. So I think say Yamo Precious Yajima Baso and any backo, you should be continuously at least one of them will find the back of the net.
At least one of them will find the back of the net. Shall baby and see a game commentary position in the center circle in Chibuesiakon. And so Wafa Oma clear one lines Bona Kwakudi Nyamiche Michael Nyantechi Jibone Kama Toklo back to Entry Buesiakon finds Eche Jacob Eche Debonama Tony with Jia to Mutenten Shushe Aditi, the captain for the side now so beautifully. And Yadio to me and Fabono Precious Yao Jima Uwini throwing at Yama Attram Divisa. Precious Yao Jima Uwini throw at Yama Attram Divisa. That was the pass from Richmond Apokum, and it finds the feet of Abrantia Freno.
Precious Yaujima.
And Precious Yaujima's effort went wayward. That was a movement there He could have given the Divisers the lead. Foul. Your boy Dietia Attram Diviser. Masood no koko foul. Branch friend Solomon Toklo. And that was the foul there, and clearly the referee was close to the scene, but rather it was Abrantia, your friend Abdul Majid Masood. Onona Ugusoeda Pramanoswa referee Sojonu George Efa calling on the medics to come to Abdul Majid Masood aid. The medical team also Abawa Moeje Abdul Masood Ayarishe. The man leading the top scorer chart for Attram Diviser is their leading man, Masood. A very strong guy. Masood has originally also game ni be continue a foul advantage. West African Football Academy a branch of friend Solomon Toklo ejina ball nechi. Solomon Toklo no be effective on ready ama Yibone kama dia kwa koma Jacob Eche Kofi final branch of friend entry Boesi Akon Jibone dia kwa koma branch of friend Naziru Mohammed looking for Adeti na so saying to me I can back to Naziru Jibone dia ko Ababedu captain for the side Adeti we yi ohwe Tony Nanso saying to me I can Tony attacking through here to Edietia Attram Diviser West African Football Academy. Quickly it has been effected that branch of friend entry Boesi Akon Jibone dia kwa koma Michael Nyantechi back to entry Boesi Akon Jibon dia kwa koma Jacob Eche Kofi to Adeti back to Eche Kofi transiting play Eche Kofi we Jibon kama dia kwa koma captain for the side Adeti nanso a throwing attacking through ya to Edietia Attram Diviser attacking through to Edietia Attram Diviser Tony Jibone dia kwa koma Boesi Akon find Tony once again Jibone dia kwa koma branch of friend Kinsley Achampon to Nyantechi Jibone dia konechiri a long one into the 18-yard box. Nanso Dabi it goes off target. It was a long cross there Nanso. And dear fine Obibia and straight away a goal kick. It has been effected. Kofi Junior Mark or Bonnet Masood beautifully. Obiuni Bono or Pimobia to a referee say game continue. Now referee whistles for play to stop. Now a branch of friend Masood. It was an elbow from Abdul Majid Masood against Jacob Eche Kofi Boeti. A while ago, this was the situation. A branch of friend Majid Masood and Jacob Eche Kofi Boeti incident in a foul and a Boesi Akon Jibone dia kwa koma Boesi Akon still no kuta bono Boesi Akon Jibone dia ma Naziru Mohammed Naziru Jaboni mudia kwa koma Tony we you long one Nanso Dabi no problem at all for goalkeeper Abdul Manaf Ibrahim no problem at all. Enoko to what can you do? Enoko to still with the ball. Enoko to Jibone dia kwa ko Manifelo man back to Richmond Apokum the Bona Quetri Bonin Seye Apokum in the center circle. Long one into the zone of Wafa. What can you do? Sudabi. Brantia Jeffreno Enoch Otu lying in the box of
West African Football
Academy. Enoch Otu any Brantia Freno Eche. No more fighting Bobby in the half of West African Football Academy. But no problem at all. It wasn't a corner kick advantage. Attram, a long one into the 18-yard box. Goalkeeper comes out to punch the ball. And now, Kofi Junior mark. The throw-in advantage. West African Football Academy. 31 minutes into the 32nd minute of action done here at the Tuba AstroTurf. Attram Divisa Sporting Club 0. West African Football Academy 0.
Well, I think, sir, Attram Divisa show glimpses, sir, at least obet me register first goal so far as the game is concerned. And one will say fans not shout here because they wanted a penalty, but we'll share almost about apart from the main referee, your assistant line 1, line 2, together with the 4th referee and some match commissioner. But so I think, sir, if there was a contact, probably Ifa, that is the referee on Kobeje. But and also sometimes if you are not closer to the incident, this is the incident in America. Yeah. And Osha, you ask yourself this simple question: was there a contact? To me, maybe I'm a team. Yes, if you look at the approach of the number 15 jersey of Eche, on say the intention or the course, no, or not so making sure so be using intelligence, kakra, because at that moment, no, the Attram Divisa player saw say any little distraction. You bet me a penalty at the amount. So a brand here or no so Wafa also make sure say or no so a bit take it things slow, send a beman things right. So I think said to me why I sit in the if you ask me that simple question, say was there a contact? Contact in the menu ya dear crown and the massacre can work. But the
severity.
Like how a no that will call the attention of the referee say be budget. And to me, as he said, there was nothing like any contact. So if there was a contact, it wasn't severe. Said the year can one. So I think so for this time, Samuel Ifa, that is the referee, on the assistant line 1, line 2, and everybody on the field of play was spot on. They got things right.
The referee, the center referee, Sojonu George Ifa, was spot on the decision to have not given Attram Divisa what they wanted. The call from the supporters and other from the technical bench, they were looking forward to, be given a penalty in the situation between the knockout to and Jacob. Attram Divisa, Masood once again in the 80-yard box. What a timely clearance there. Timely clearance from Dufia Tony. That was a moment there. And he's aided his team out, keeping the West African Football Academy in the game after 34 minutes of action play with this beautiful tackle. And call to effect the corner kick for Attram Divisa. Call to effect the corner kick, a long one into the 18-yard box, but to nobody in particular. It's a goal kick. Advantage West African Football Academy, 35 minutes. We've hit the 35-minute mark. 10 more minutes to end the first proceedings here at the Tuba AstroTurf. It is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. AFA production in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association, bringing to you live the unprecedented coverage of the Ghana's second tier league from the various zones: Zone 1, Zone 1B, Zone 1, Zone 1A, Zone 2, and of course Zone 3. And it is the match week 14 so far as the various zones are concerned. And this particular match happens to be a Zone 3 match between Attram Visser Sporting Club and West African Football Academy, two academy side, and they are depicting some sumptuous football here at the Tuba AstroTurf this afternoon. The weather too is some kind of good for association football, and the two teams are depicting some good action of play. And no wonder Attram Visser, a well-run academy side, West African Football Academy, they are known in the system
for quite
longer a time now. Back when they were called Gumwa Fete Feyenoord, before the name was changed to Wafa, West African Football Academy. They've always been a very good side, developing and nurturing young, talented footballers. They are one of the best academies in the country called Ghana. And this season, things hasn't been all that well for West Africa. They are struggling in this zone. They are not consistent in terms of winning games, grinding results, in terms of performance generally. And they are this afternoon going toe-to-toe with a very good side. Masood, what can you do? Yes, Thomas Otri. Thomas Otri. It was the intelligent, the physical nature, the stamina of the leading massman Abdul Majid Masood, who slotted in an incisive pass from close range to find Thomas Otri, and no problem at all for Thomas Otri. A simple touch, a simple tapping. That was a very good look at the build-up. The work was all done by Abdul Majid Masood before finally leaving that pass to Thomas Otri. And Thomas Otri left no stone unturned than to finish that opportunity. And what a goal it was. What a goal Thomas Otri has scored. And now Attram Visser Sporting Club are leading West African Football Academy by a lone goal to nil in the 37th minute into the first 45 minutes.
Jamo Abranti and the Abdul Majid Masood Abaso. You see, there are so many players. I met me more than 5 players are in this situation.
very handy for them to
give a simple pass to change the face of a game. And Europa, such balls, especially the Cristiano Ronaldo type of player, the type of player where so what year Jumani at the end of the day, unpassable will be say 100 probably 10 out of 100. Sir, obe force one making sure say on one be conclude the Jumano. But Abranti and the Abdul Majid Masood saw the need, say at least I've done a low man's job. Jumano mena mayenina to the extent say all two defensive defenders boom aye Jumano, such a player. And if you look at the position of Masouda,
look
any
at
player
that.
will shoot from here. Wow, just a shoot.
3 central defenders
yes,
around him.
Yes. but Otimia maneuver way through them and a quite more be to the stand say Abranti fan Masood Yena just over Bobonasha. It won't change anything go post because if you look at the position of the goalkeeper of Wafa and the position of Masood, so Yena just over shoot to Uncle but he saw the need say at the end of the day, Samebona and share cost 90 and cost 90 be a 0. So he saw the need say Thomas Ejina ye or position who so why don't I lay the pass to Abrante friend Thomas? And thankfully he did that job and Thomas makes sure say a Juma Abrante friend Masuda ye ni a swabam faso. These are some of the things that we should be seeing when a player of Shana in terms of difficult situation so won't mean for born and to atremoa. You just look somewhere I'll be per a position of a player, you just give that kind of pass, and at the end of the day, 3 points no and the most important thing in the whole of 90 minutes because see be you win no baby now share video, no share clip on him, and you saw say you had the opportunity to give a pass to someone, no one farmer now. One, you feel something within you, say you didn't help yourself, you didn't help the team. So I think say Attram Visser has taught his players not to be selfish. He has taught his players to debiano obianye Adam's keeper, and that is what they are displaying on the field of play. So kudos to Masood, kudos to Thomas Ochre. Their communication and the kind of understanding has ended them the first goal.
Masood and Thomas Ochre combined. They've made it possible, giving Attram Visser Sporting Club the lead. In the tail end of the first department of the game, 37th minute mark, and Thomas Ochre finishing from a hard work done by Masood Abdul. Not the Bono to Atana Kama. Now the West African Football Academy will do all to find the needed equalizer. As to when, nobody can tell. Abdul Majid Masood. Ball finds in Chibuesiakon West African Football Academy. And Chibuesiakon in the middle. And Chibuesiakon finds Kingsley Achiampong. Achiampong to Michael Nyantechi. Michael Nyantechi. What can Michael Nyantechi do? He finds his fellow. Back to Nyantechi. Nyantechi giving the ball back to Enchibuesiakon in the middle. Buesiakon finds Tony. Then obey to me, Tony send the ball at the Aquacha Koma Echekofi Ejibone Kama Pa, the Aquacoma Brante Freno Kwesi Nyamiche Bonaqua could remove West African Football Academy. What can they do with this opportunity? A long cross into the 18-yard box. It's been cleared. No problem at all. Still, Wafa in control. Wafa surging forward. Another long one into the 18-yard box. That was a nice cross. But the captain for the side, Ivan Sadeti, couldn't finish it off a while ago. Yeah, baby, powerful driveway. Saying,
oh, yes.
Look at the opportunity. Ejram support. Look, and yes. The save from goalkeeper Abdul Manaf Ibrahim. That was some moments ago.
Yes, and say, and Americano, what try back. So now, Ama Ejram ehunu the position of Manaf. Say, Manaf Krano. That's a ball no kwano. Say, Opushi, a pia ball no bokos ne somewhere. One, on mean keep the distance of the ball. Always be an so pushy ball in the bench. And you see, the technical intelligence of Wafa players, no. After say Aram a ball so short, everyone thought say probably enko baby, but it should have been a follow-up ball. Esen could be follow. Abra pointed ball to one obi betimi account you've ended the goal. But they also say per the position of Aram, ebi abona or bono intimate drew baby. So I think say next time Aram, as I said to Wafa Attram Visser players, no. And you can say a year back or a year, you should continue as an attacking midfielder, always That is the good hallmark of an attacking midfielder. And the Abema, the likes of the Frank Lampard, the Ryan Giggs, you talk of the Kevin De Bruyne, the Bruno Fernandes, always they will make sure at the end of the day they test the intelligence of the goalkeeper. Or Boba Kumienu Miensana Sha. Then or finding another strategy. Either say maybe next time or mom name or Bele pass now the strikers to score. So I think say Aram did a good job, but next time no, there should be a follow up to Born over Born.
45 minutes of action are done here at the Tuba AstroTurf, and we are doing 2 additional minutes, and we're almost done with a minute already. A minute more to end the entire 45 minutes. So far as the first half is concerned, here at the Tuba AstroTurf, the Access Bank Division 1 League AFA production in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association, bringing to you live coverage of the Ghana's second tier league. And this match week 14 in the various zones. A zone 3 fixture live. Attram Divisa Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy. Any moment from now, I wouldn't be surprised if referee Sojunu George Efa blows his whistle to bring the first department of the game to an end. We are almost through, and we're done with the 2 additional minutes already. Any moment from now, referee George Efa Pepona Bendi of Edi Kainina Baniwiye and referee Sojonu George Efa, assistant Ofo Tete Edmond, and the second assistant Ofeyi Manuel, fourth official Labiset, and match commissioner Ofosu Felix brings the first 45 minutes of the game to an end, and it is the home team Attram Divisa Sporting Club who are leading West African Football Academy by a long goal to nil after the first 45 minutes.
Good display from the two teams, although Wafa are down by a goal, but especially if you look at the likes of Abrantef and Eframo, they've not been bad side at all, but Nipa were taking the chances, one making sure say Obe making good use of the chances our creative game and then at the end of the day, what me a lead by a long goal to 0. And Attram Divisa, what share in home records are Krobia. If you look at Attram Divisa home records are after 5 matches our ball home no, we win 2, a lose 2, a draw 1. So acquire mixed feelings kakra ha. It's either a win, a lose, or probably 1 out of 100 say a bebo draw. And you see, Wafa too have a very young players. Omo the ball to form, they understand each other. Idea how almost so and it's a final third no. They are finding it difficult. So I'm making good use of the chances for Mukreti will game. But yen shed them who clear cut chances be a Wafa shedda and you will game. Apart from area and ball now boy now. I said earlier, said there should have been a follow-up, but Ninina is part of the game. But in the second half, I'm expecting Wafa to make sure say ombe pushy ball more. I'm making sure say ombe the ball no ebe tata goalkeeper no more manaf. Ombe making sure say ombe surge forward. I'm making sure say ombe to me. I'm that kind of long passes and shooting from afar. That is the most important thing. Attram Divisa on the other hand, and also to making sure say if they are not scoring again, they are not conceding. That is what the mentality is to me use. And I know that Attram Divisa, that is Gordon Attram, the head coach for Attram Divisa, I know what he can do. So I think, say, first half, no, if you enjoyed a very good game from these two teams. So second half, no, let's see what these two coaches, these two teams, what additional tactical display they are going to bring on the field of play.
All right, welcome back from the first department of the game. It is the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. Match week 14, a game between Attram, the Visser Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy. And we've done with the first department of the game. And it is the home team who are leading by a lone goal to nil after the first 45 minutes. A goal can courtesy Thomas Attram. I have with me here the assistant coach for West African Football Academy. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Coach, we've done with the first 45 minutes and your side are down by a lone goal to nil. What is your general assessment so far as the first 45 minutes was concerned?
So far as the first half is concerned, I think both teams have done well. Tactically and technically, both teams are doing well. But it's quite unfortunate that we consider easily goal for the first half. I think in the second half, our boys will try as much as possible to keep the ball more, because you can see that the game is open for both sides. So if we try as much as possible to keep the ball more, the game will be more easier for us to equalize for the second half.
What actually didn't work well for West African Football Academy defensively and also offensively? You have had some incursions, but finally you weren't able to, find the back of the net. And also defensively, you already have one goal at the back of your net. What actually didn't work well defensively and also the final third?
I think defensively we have to be well organized at the back, especially when we organize, we have to communicate to know who to track, which player. That is the most important thing. But if we are not able to communicate very well, then sometimes it's very difficult to track the opponent. And offensively, we have to occupy well to receive passes vertically and also to play the ball. Sometimes when they are compact in the zone 1, the opponent we have to play more diagonal so that we can have more isolated area to play the ball.
Well, going into the second department of the game, what should be expected from West African Football Academy?
I think in the second half, I think our first head coach will talk to them tactically and also change certain things so that our boys will come in strongly to equalize the goal, and then we'll see whether we can add another goal to it.
If I'm pushing you at the end of the 90 minutes, what is the result going to be?
At the end of the 90 minutes, we hope to get 2-1 or 1-1.
All right, Coach, nice speaking with you.
Nice
Happy New Year, because I don't think we will meet before the end of the game once again. So,
For sure.
Happy New Year and a very good luck in the second department of the game, Coach. That was the assistant coach for West African Football Academy. So, I will also have the thoughts of the home team's assistant coach. They are leading by a lone goal to nil. So we will also have to listen to his view concerning the first 45 minutes of action. I have with me here my very good friend, Coach. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Coach, Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Yes, Coach. Coach, first half, now by the year. And performance, I'm more than the Nikakwa. Mulidi by a lone goal to nil. And then, Obeka for first half performance.
Enough, because what we expect from them from the beginning, because they are very good side. Wafa, they are very good side. Until you have chances in time, you have to bury the chance. But I'm saying second half, things will change. We'll step up because you are steady the way they play. So talk to the boys. Until you Kasa, I believe we'll get what you want second half. You be more goals.
Okay, Coach, Adrian go by the 37th minute goal. Brilliant work done by Abraham Tefreno Abdul Masood. And finally, Thomas Attram, so finishing off with the effort Masood to me. Prior to that, now we creating some chances to be at the am when making incursions to be a born on into me and to Attram. And then I feel say Wafa year and Mamun to me at least even more than a goal.
Yeah, they defend in compact way.
Okay.
They are solid team. They are very good side. Now, coaches applause to the coaches because they have done a good job. Oh, share your attack the way I'm here in compact. Until you know, game near difficult mind to penetrate. But I believe once the holes now, we are going to talk to the boys, and then this second half we'll split them, and then the goal will come.
Okay. Second half, and then you have free Attram Divisa. One more add more goals. One more we need a game now at the end of the 90 minutes. Any other tactical switches are be able to me add in the second half?
I think things will change in the second half. We are going to add 2-3 goals to near Yasheno.
Okay.
I believe you see the changes in the second half.
All right, coach. But I said, "Many wedding come, coach." Well,
Thank you.
my very good friend, coach, he is the assistant coach for Attram Divisa, and he's so optimistic that Attram Divisa will be adding at least 2 more goals to the already one they have in their basket. So far as the second department of the game also comes to play. We are still live here at the Tuba AstroTurf. It is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. A match between Attram, the Visa Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy. It is a Zone 3 fixture, match week 14 here at the Tuba AstroTurf. My name once again is Krobia Asante. Very soon, the two teams will line up here for the second department of the game to restart, and I will zoom straight into the commentary position for the second department of the game. Is starts. Enjoy the second half. Jamo Bibia Kwaba MBPMU our Tuba AstroTurf the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League the season 2025-2026 AFA production in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association bringing to you live the unprecedented coverage of the Ghana second tier league from the various zones and the second department of the game. Ashas you already referee Sojonu George Fa Bonapen. I'm at the home team gets us underway for the second department of the game. And already first 45 minutes Yediko Kuye na your home team Attram Divisa Sporting Club share kanibako West African Football Academy entumi ante eno an yekute mu an yediremu Wafa etoso mienu yinso emu so far first free kick advantage the home team Attram Divisa free kick Richmond Apokum the young sensation Ukakofa bone de pono ato ultra center circle no anamo beye eduonu hona foul no etumia happen 0-2 cents a long one into the 80-yard box. There was an early incursion made there. And a very good cross. Brighton is sending it to 18-yard box in the moon. But resultant to Nanya to Miko Baby Pia. Counter-attacking play from West African Football Academy into the area of Attram Divisa. Jeno Betubi Bonaye. Nifan Fame. Attram Divisa. One more defense war. Still Bono Ekuta. Now should that be a Brantia Yafreno Naziru Mohamed Yusuf into me and control Bonnier. Wafa. Now should that be Dabi. A 40 pass there. West Africa, another into me, Uncle Yamfama Wafa, a branch of Freno Kwesi Nyameche, very young guy. Another foul again. Another foul again. Yellow card. Yellow card. Brantia Freno Solomon Toklo. Solomon Toklo. He's been booked. The first 2 minutes into the second department of the game, he's been booked and he's gone straight into the books of the referee. Another yellow card there for Solomon Toklo. Free kick advantage. Wafa once again. No problem at all. Goalkeeper granting Laisha Asante. Simple. What Chibono kama pa. Chibone kama pa. Awasa Jumedi Nimu. Go kick your boy Dietia Attram Divisa. Quickly to Bono Ewon free. Jababe Bremu Abranta your friend Michael Nyantechi. Pasendi a long one. Diakwaku Piemuno share Kwesi Nyameche Nanzo Kofi Makababe Klebono Edia free war Nyantechi Watubono shortly back to Nyantechi. What can you do with the ball? With Jemu, Ediakwa Koma Brantia, your friend Naziru Mohammed. No should that be Kofi Junior Mark, Winnie Bono, or the danger zone. Then the final clearance from Richmond Apokum. Still, Wafa, Nekuta Bono, now should that be referee sporty and infringement. A foul, young Bonfintia, Attram Divisa, a foul on a Brantia, your friend. Siakon, very young, tiny midfielder. And no wonder Oshanwa, he reminds me of the former FC Barcelona conductor and a deep line playmaker, now playing in straight in the soccer, Major League Soccer in the United States of America. Sergio Busquets, a tall, tiny midfielder, and I'm trying to away. Was something akin to the former Spaniard. Showing intelligence in that holding midfield role. And in the first touches, how will receive the ball, and any distributions. We continue like this. He's one of the young prospects. And he's also fortunate to have, be playing for West African Football Academy, a place where he can develop so well to become one of the best midfielders across Manaf. A long one into the far right, a header, still Attram Visser, a long one into the 18-yard box. Now to that be way off target. Way off target. 51 minutes. Attram Visser 1, West African Football Academy 1. First half, 37th minute, and a branch friend Thomas Ochre. And the first goal at the Attram Visser, and we've done some 6 minutes into the second department of the game, and it's still 1-0 advantage Attram Visser. Jabe Biateng and currently Attram Visser in this second department of the game. If they are to win the game or even add another goal, and also West African Football Academy, then to make sure say one way to make equalizer and probably find the needed goal that would probably yield them all the 3 important points at the end of the 90 minutes.
Well, I think sir, Attram Visser and say strategic in the essence. If you look at how organized especially in the midfield, Richard Apokumo, they need to tighten up the midfield because Wafa midfield now a very solid. The chemistry and the love and the understanding is there. It's just that they up front, and sometimes born and man no very idle. But you see, what share the midfield of team and the Attram Visser. As I said earlier, I say making sure say be tighten midfield in the essence. Say no after see a second half. If you look at the agency and a whole farmer of Wafa players, and especially Kingsley a champion, who is here entry mo e won finfin one ma. So unlike the first half we witness. So if I were to be coach and the Attram Visser, the main one, I need to get a good creator in the team. And mind you say the number 10, that is Attram Visser Junior, I will bench. Open one of the players who mutimi jina boso. I'm calling for defenders. Make sure say defenders be by one-on-one situation. Be making sure so be taking on defenders or no I will bench. So I will get additional creator at the account the likes of Abrante and the Abdul Majid, the likes of Precious Jimamo. I said getting a creator. I need to get someone obey me calm the tempo of the game down. That is attacking midfielder or very direct. I would send long passes and direct passes to the likes of Majid and Precious so that a bit keeping the momentum of the midfield and the defense always on their toes. Now, over on the other hand of Wafa, your second half almost barely 10 minutes into the second half. So in the essence, Usha 1-2 passer, Abrante and Kingsley a champion and Boasia entry a Boasiana. It's just that the intelligence of Wafa defenders no and they catch you. Other than that, but now no can be a 1-1 in this game. So Wafa for no and so we are very strategic when it comes to the midfield. You are more surge forward more, making sure say or more testing the intelligence of Abdul Manaf Ibrahim. I will go goalkeeping post him. Aside no, if you look at the communication between Abranti and the Edufia Toyin and Abranti and Nasiru Yusuf Mo. They lack communication and they are lacking communication. Because they need to communicate. They are lacking communication at the back, especially the two laterals now. It's so the goalkeeper at the Asante Elisha.
And the second goal in the game. The second goal has been registered. The second goal has been registered. The second goal has been registered. And look at that. Look at the finish. Oh, Thomas Ochiri gets his double against West African Football Academy, and just look at the celebration. My oh my. Attram Visser are leading West African Football Academy by 2-0, and guess who? Thomas Ochiri. He has found the back of the net twice against West African Football Academy, and I love his second goal celebration. Thomas Ochiri together with his colleagues. That celebration, I would want to watch that celebration again from Thomas Ochiri together with his fellows celebrating his second goal of the day. 56 minutes into the 57th minute of action played so far at the Tuba AstroTurf. Yes, I love it. Look at the celebration. Wow, Thomas Ochiri. He's in blistering form, scoring goals. And that celebration, wow. Free kick in a very good position for West African Football Academy. What can they do with this? A long one into the 18-yard box. It's being cleared away. Corner kick. Wafa. Corner kick. Advantage Wafa. What can they do? Corner kick. Corner kick. Wafa. This one, they went for a short corner kick. Another one again. Another corner kick again. Another corner kick again. Another short one from Wafa. A long one into the 18-yard box. No. That was a poor one. A poor delivery there. To nobody in particular. Straight away. Look at that finish. Look at that finish again. Swiftly. How he received the first ball. Beating his marker. Then goalkeeper Krante comes so close. And that chip finish. That chip finish from Thomas Ochiri. And Attram Visser, they are having one of the seasons to remember. Last season, they weren't bad at all. But clearly, looking at how they've started this season, they will do quite better than what we witnessed from them last season. They will finish in a very good position comparatively to the previous one. If they are continuing this way, match week 14, one more Attram Visser. One player, Attram, Hamza Idrisu. He's seen a yellow card. Hamza Idrisu, a central defender of Attram Divisa Sporting Club. He's also been booked and he's gone into the books of the referee. Hamza Idrisu, Attram Divisa once again surging forward a long one. No throw-in advantage, West African Football Academy. What a game we are having this afternoon at the Tuba AstroTurf. It is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. Match week 14 from the various zones, talking of Zone 1A, Zone 1B, Zone 2, and of course Zone 3. And this afternoon's coverage is a Zone 3 match between Attram Divisa and West African Football Academy. AFA Production, in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association, bringing to you live the unprecedented coverage of the Ghana's second-tier league. And we are live on AFA Sports on Facebook, AFA Sports _GH on YouTube. Also live on AFA Sports and AFA Sports Plus on our digital terrestrial channel. Going forward, the midweek matches, the Division 1 League from the various zones will be televised live on AFA Sports and AFA Sports Plus. So do scan your television or rescan your television if you are currently not having AFA Sports or AFA Sports Plus amongst your television channels. Do scan for us and have it, so you'll be able to enjoy all the midweek actions from the various zones: Zone 1, Zone 1A, Zone 1B, Zone 2 and Zone 3 matches. Changes has been effected. Changes has been effected. Changes has been effected. And just say number 20 Kwesi Nyamiche out, as well as Naziru Mohammed Yusuf also goes out. Kwesi Nyamiche and Naziru Mohammed Yusuf, they've paved way for the introduction of Constance Adika, and also Sylvester Genyo. So Sylvester Genyo and Constance Adika caps on for West African Football Academy. And the changes also from Wafa, a depicted on your screen. Nyamiche, Yusuf, they are out. Then Adika and Henyo, they are also into. There will also be changes from the home team. And 2 straight changes from Godwin Attram, the head coach for Attram Divisa, where Divisa Junior Attram comes on, and then Mubarak Idrisu and Divisa Junior Attram. Then Prince Amakofia is out, and also Usmanu Ganyu is also out. Then the introduction of Idrisu and Attram. The game continues here at the Tuba AstroTurf. This is the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. Match week 14, zone 3 fixture. A game between Attram Divisa Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy. We've done 64 minutes into the 65th minute here. And this is the home team, Attram Divisa, who are leading by 2-0 against West African Football Academy. Attram Divisa, what can they do? Attram, once again, no problem at all. Goalkeeper, calmly. Nyantechi with the ball. Nyantechi. He sends it. Left side. Attram, no. This player will straight away. He will be booked. Eche Kofi. Jacob Eche Kofi Kwati also goes into the books of the referee. He's been yellow carded. Jacob Eche Kofi, he's also been booked. Inoko to Richmond Apokum. Ball back in the middle. A long one back to find goalkeeper Manaf Abdul. Manaf Abdul shortly. The Piabono area to throw winner. Year 28 year Attram Divisa. There will be another change. Oh, Masood out. Benjamin Hansen in. Masood out. Benjamin Hansen in. Now 3 changes. Divisa Junior Attram is on. Benjamin Hansen comes on. Then Mubarak Idris also comes on to also effect the game for Attram Divisa. Despite leading by 2-0, Jabebi 2-0, and then he changes out on Attram. Godwin Attram, the technical head for Attram Divisa, Etumiae.
Yes, it tells you the mentality of the coach. Wash it too. But yes, still attackers and attacking midfielders, and we introduce you on the field of play. And on that, because right now he needs a creator. He needs someone who bet me a Gina Bosso. I call it for the defenders of Wafa for them to come up. Send a Bema Thomas Autry, Ebenya that kind of free role to operate up front. So it tells you, and I'm very happy to say Attram Divisa Junior about gaming him. And one of the players are, especially in zone 3, zone 1, zone 2, and in zone 3, one of the toughest zones so far as the 2025-2026 Access Bank Division 1 League is concerned. One of the players are use some physical abilities Abrante friend Attram Divisa Junior is one of them. He's well built to the extent say so kutabola the line Messi type of play. This is one channel and hardly for you to take the ball from them. And in the moment beyond so some such player no a specific role to play on the field of play. Always Biano, you just leave them on the field of play. Every pitch, every department of the pitch in Biano, you find those players. So right now, Attram Divisa Mama clearly from the touchline say he's going to attack more. He's in to attack more. Oba Wafa, two different things now we're bringing in players almost use some physical abilities, shoot from afar, but yes, to make sure say title method. So if you look at the changes Constance Adika, the lines of Abrante and Dean, and Sylvester Henyo, and Swabagin. So it tells you say or tighten finfin honomo send ye be a betting ama the kind of boss a bomb so a be limited. So I think it's two coaches in an early low man's job, but a nepa the Attram Visa is on top. The changes, the timing of changes, anyhow we implement players on the field of play.
And so far we are approaching the 70-minute mark. We are almost after 70 minutes. Attram Visa still leading by 2 goals to 0 against West African Football Academy. Are we going to see Attram Visa registering their 3rd home victory so far as this season is concerned? And after match week 13, we've played already. After match week 13, we've played already. Attram Visa, they've been able to register only 2 home wins. Only 2 home wins. They have registered only 2 home wins. And the first victory they had was on the 31st October 2025, where they beat Accra Great Olympics by a lone goal to 0. And their second home victory also came up against Great Ambitions. That was on the 14th of November 2025, here at the Tuba AstroTurf. And these are the only 2 wins they've had so far as their home games are concerned. Attram Visa counter-attacking play. Attram Visa in the 18th box. Beautiful clearance. What a clearance. What a clearance. Wow, my oh my. My oh my. That was a very good run there. What an intervention. Oh wow. Wow. A world-class defending. A world-class defending. Wow. A world-class defending. And that could have been the 3rd goal for Attram Visa. And the defensive line of West African Football Academy says no. 72 minutes of action done here at the Tuba AstroTurf. Still Attram Visa 2-0 against West African Football Academy. Attram, what can they do? Still and Attram, as we say, they are one of the best performing away teams in this zone, zone 3. They are one of the best performing away teams in this zone. So far, they are the 2nd on the away league log. 13 points they've grabbed out of 7 games away. And the best team currently, so far as away games performance comes to play, is Port City. Having played 7 away games, they've been able to amass 14 points. And also in the home table, Attram Visa, as I said, they've only won 2 home games, so they are not performing well at all so far as their home games are concerned. And should they hold on to this, this will mark their 3rd home victory after 7 games they've played at home. And on their home table, they are lying 11th. They've amassed 8 points after 6 home games. And that's not a good one at all from Attram Visa. And they are looking forward to do more so far as their home games also comes to play. And that was a powerful drive, corner kick advantage. Wafa, wow. Changes will be effected once again. Changes will be effected once again. Changes will be effected once again. And Alfred Damois will leave the field. Alfred Damois will leave the field for Gabriel Matumase. Then the goal scorer Thomas Otri will also leave for the introduction of Kingsley Senior Fosu. Kingsley Senior will also come on. Wow, what a drive from. Wow, that was some movement there. That was some movement there. That Attram could have added another goal, but brilliant save from goalkeeper Cranton. And it is a corner kick. It's a corner kick. Advantage Attram Divisa. A short corner being effected there. A long one into the 80-yard box. But they've cleared the situation once again. Wafa 1v3. What can he do with this 1v3? But the ball crosses the line. And it's a defensive throw-in advantage at Attram Divisa. Currently, Attram Divisa are seated fourth on the league table, having played 13 matches. They have in their basket 21 points. And now it is 7 points adrift them between the table leaders, Port City FC. And as things are panning out for Attram Divisa, they are on the verge of clinching all 3 points against Wafa in their match week 14. And should they be able to hold on to this, they will go straight into the third position with 24 points. And they will limit the points between them. And the second position is simplified to 3. And that of the league leaders, Port City, to 4. But Port City, Simplify are having their game week 14, which are to be played within the weekend. So we will see how things pan out after match week 14, but this will be a great win for Attram Divisa. A statement win. Wafa! No, 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 no. No, no. Yeah, baby. Wafa nearly. They nearly found the consolation. But thanks to the defensive clearance there from Attram Divisa, let's effect this corner kick. A long one into the 18-yard box, no problem at all for goalkeeper Abdul Manaf Ibrahim.
Yes, and that is a good effort from Wafa Sporting Club. But I think Abrante Fan Sylvester and the likes of Abrante and the Constance Adika, and you could see the lateness of Constance Adika, because if you look at how Abrante and the Kingsley Champon a swing a ball na goalkeeper ni de Manaf Abdul Manaf Ibrahim Nensa can ball no but we also say a pull out so Constance Adika and the likes of Abranti and the Sylvester they need to I said the piano you see what for problem then say follow ball that is their problem because ball na Manaf Epuba no if Constance Adika has had the intention say obey follow ball on temua can ball to at least when you a goal and you can come back stronger because a cap 10 minutes the referee the better so any the MI so I think say the lateness of Wafa players no a big concern I think say after this game the coaches the technical staff of the team as we share say always be player with a ball you need to do a follow up to the ball but and then every year more Abdul Manaf Ibrahim Abaso that goalkeeper per his height anyhow commanding the position in the 16-yard boxer or communicating very well to the defenders Abaso and I love his confident level Opiaba on him what to do the timing of say Opiaba anyhow or position and one with me day so kudos to Abdul Manaf Ibrahim. I wouldn't be surprised though Thomas Ochre has scored a brace and the hero of the day. I will never be surprised at the end of the day now probably Abdul Manaf Ibrahim wins the man of the match. He has done a lot of work for team and the Attram Visser because also some of the chances are Wafa Enya the kind of boss are so I want making sure sending and what deny these players the opportunity to score. Manaf has done a very good job and he needs to be recognized.
Abdul Manaf Ibrahim, he's been the mainstay in between the two sticks for Attram Divisa throughout the season. 11 Wise are leading. Sefi All Stars by a lone goal to now. This is a zone 2 fixture. Second D 11 Wise. That is one update from Second D. Second D 11 Wise 1. Sefi All Stars 0. This is a zone 2 updates. We are giving you live from Tuba AstroTurf.
Interesting. And on Osha Timanidin at the Sefi All Stars between One FC Ashanti just a point. FC Ashanti 27, Sefi All Stars 26 points. And if you look at the position of second 11 Wise, a Honana set Hoffman and Newman Koya or Mujano Quine Emanoko and per the position of second 11 Wise 12 position with just after match with 13 and then 14. Before the previous 13 matches, just 14 points out of possibly 39 points. It doesn't speak well of a traditional club, but Sefi All Stars, and I am very surprised, especially in the away records here, quite interesting because 6 away matches, what me 7 out of 6 away matches there, and Shadanya encouraging. But the big surprise, and it's 11 Wise at me recorded a victory, though point, but at least almost barely 6, 7, 8 minutes, not 90 minutes, and you are leading by a long goal, not against any team than a team or what form a team or FC Ashanti play the sport in the zone 2.
And zone 2 a home pro ana ja baby adane dane ho atiama ono another interesting zone. And this is one resource. Ashanti Gold 04. The fans will take some delight out of it because Sefi All Stars are keenly giving them a tough run on the log. So this defeat will be something of good for the Ashanti Gold 04 supporters. Let's see how things finally goes for Sefi All Stars, where currently they are down by a lone goal to now against second D 11 Wise. Another struggling side in zone 2. last weekend. They came here at the Tuba AstroTurf and got defeated by 3 goals to Wafa. No. Once again, a while ago, Yabebi was lamenting on how West African Football Academy are being so indecisive in the final third. And that was another moment here, baby, for West African Football Academy to have, gotten a consolation there. And we have 5 more minutes to play, plus of referees additional time. If they had putting that one at the back of the net, they will come into the game proper, and it will be very difficult one for Attram Divisa. That was another drive there from Attram Divisa. Still Attram in the half of West African Football Academy. Attram Divisa, what can they do? A powerful one once again. Wow. What a turnaround from Attram Divisa. Moments after West African Football Academy failed to, register the consolation. Wow. Mamma mia. What a moment there. Attram support. No, the power behind the ball was too heavy. And it got to the feet of goalkeeper Abdul Manaf Ibrahim earlier before the presence of Attram support. And that return and that 2 powerful shots from Attram Divisa. And now it's a goal kick advantage, West African Football Academy.
Attram support must feel very disappointed this afternoon. And trust me, if I were to be the head coach for Team Anidin Ede Wafa, probably in my next game, I need Attram to sit at the bench to watch the players play, because you are down by 2-0. You have barely 5 minutes before the end of 90 minutes, Ebedru. And it's a whole lot of time to get a goal, get an equalizer, and probably steal the show at the end of the day, because you have several teams in Europe, in Africa here, and when they are down by a goal, no a single goal. It lifts their momentum, it lifts their spirit, and motivates them to the extent say anything can happen on the field of play. And one interesting thing and surprising thing I am and say, if you look at how a composed tone, the composure, the kind of technical know-how, intelligence, or Timmy Gina Bon, so a train. The next step, just shoot. You are in the 18-yard box of an opponent. What is the next step? What leading? You are leading the ball. So the next option, just shoot. How will be shooting the piano? But he decided that in the 16-yard box, so next what Chimbono at the bench. Meanwhile, you know the good work of Abdul Manaf Ibrahim. Say he's one of the most influential players on the field of play for these 2 teams. So I think Attram will feel very disappointed. And after the game, ni coach beka players ne beka but next time, opportunity comes but once.
Opportunity comes but once, and Biamba Biowebe team papa say West African Football Academy betumi register even a consolation. The consoli wa mohone. The traveling fans say babe piemu ewa had to cheer them up. Things are getting tougher and tougher for West African Football Academy to do something positive out of this game. It will be very difficult for them. We've done 88 minutes almost into the 89th minute, a minute away, plus of referees additional time to bring the entire game to an end here at the Tuba AstroTurf. This is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. AFA production in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association, bringing to you live the unprecedented coverage of the Ghana's first year competition Another change will be effected. West African Football Academy. The jersey number 10 shirted Kingsley Achampong will pave way for Oscar Tameklu. Okay, rather yeah, changes in a effect on your screen. Achampong paves way for Fokuo. Yeah, so that was Elijah Kweku Fokuo. He's on to also help the West African Football Academy. 90 minutes is done. 4 additional minutes we are doing here. 90 minutes. We've done with it. And there has been 4 additional minutes we are doing here at the Tuba AstroTurf. And it is still Attram Divisa Sporting Club 2, West African Football Academy 0.
AFA Sports
Production in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association. Foucault sensing. It's a corner kick. Corner kick. Yeah, baby, this is West African Football Academy's 5th corners in the second half alone. This is their 5th corner kicks in the second half alone, and they've not done anything positive out of it.
Yes, because the precision of the balls. Now you see, Oma ball almost all the 5 corners in Omu Peja straight into the 16-yard box of Attram Divisa. Why Bako Mienu Miensa Amfa? What is the next step? Short pass, short corner, ball. Because we've seen the likes of Liverpool, the likes of the Man Cities. Then in moment corner kick you see either Domi Suboslai or probably Abranti and Eddie Ran Gravenbeck or Flowan Vits or probably Abia, the likes of Mark Alester, Ombe Pia Amamo Salah. That is the short corner. You see Mohamed Salah Beban and Kakra, no one cut in, no one bobo, no one diashe. So why a Bakumi Numiansa or Pejani Ninano at the about the 16-yard box of Attram Divisa Ninano is either Abdul Manaf Ibrahim, that is the goalkeeper, and I said the likes of Abrantef and Hamza Idrisumo, Richard Apokumo, Ebepimbo Nefro. So I think they need to map up another strategy in terms of corner kicks. Ebeya, Ebetimiama as a corner kicks no so bebanfa. So because 5 out of almost about 7-8 corner kicks are yenya, no etimianya move 5. Now 5 no. A single one intimate to Attram, then the team has a problem when it comes to set pieces.
West African Football Academy. One more air try now, so a new man to me and Koye and Fireman Homo. And so far, dear. Enyoma ya Jiguan is at 93 minutes we've played. The 4 additional minutes, we've done 3 minutes already, and any moment from now, as the game proceeds, referee Sojonu George Efa between Ponapen and the Akensenina Panibiye Abra West African Football Academy are trailing by 2 goals to now. What can he do with this? Constance! Oh! Oh! Constance sensing a very nice cross. And then the captain himself, Evans Adeti, came so close to have tapped in the cross from Constance. And yeah, baby, Constance failed to finish from here. And here comes the final whistle. Referee Sojonu George Efa has blown his whistle to see the entire 90 minutes of action plus of 4 minutes additionally to an end. And it is the home team, Attram Visser, who have won the game by 2 goals to 0. Goal Kanketsi Thomas Otri. He had a brace against West African Football Academy, and Attram Visser, they've been able to secure all 3 points at the expense of West African Football Academy. Match week 14 zone 3 fixture, and it's all over here. It is West African Football Academy who are living here with nothing, and Attram Visser, they've banked all the 3 important points after the 90 minutes of action.
Well, these two teams, both teams, Ninyana academy team and Wafa Football Academy. I don't know what's actually wrong with some of the players because if you look at the last minute getting to the embers of the game, the last minute chance Abrantia and Dean at the Constance confidently every 18-year box mad that kind of cutback, and that the captain Abrantia and Evans at the team. You see, when we talk of leadership, it entails a lot. When the games get tougher, when the games get mad, when all odds are down, that is where being the captain, being the leader, aside your head coach, you are in charge. Who now will control affairs on the field of play, and such a board here. If you tell me, say, a chance, clear cut chance, say, Evans at the Tiba now, Wafa Football Academy should be living with a single goal, was corner chances. But you see, coach in Wajumaye, or Wajumaye in the sense, say, Omoya cut back. Some of the players now, Omufrechre, Ebekambu Atumuno, they need to be accurate and they need to stay focused. Because I can confidently tell you, sir, Evans Adeti, that is the captain of Wafa, he wasn't sure the ball will come. Other than that, where you just a simple tapping balls, that is where when you go to the European countries, players who are making names for themselves, the Cristiano Ronaldos, the Lionel Messi, the Luis Suarez, the Karim Benzema, such opportunity are very difficult for them to miss it, because this is the time where this is the time you come up, this is the time everybody will see you to be at the topmost of your captaincy and also your leadership skills. So I think, sir, one for coaching one, how I cut back and one and 2, how we almost squander chances, and 3, how we do the final third of the position yard box no omuntimi and calm their nerves down, no make it justice to the opportunities they've created in the team. Kudos to coach Attram Visser, Yamon Abaso, for that tactical brilliance, tactical know-how. How would you touchline? What foreign tactics? No, some of the substitution, you could see it was top notch. Taking in the likes of Abrantev and Usman Ganiyu, Abdul Majid Maswood, the likes of Prince Amekofia. You bring in Attram Visser Jr., Obejina Bon, also using the physical abilities up front. Yamo Attram Visser Abaso. Tactically, he was on top, and this afternoon we're taking all the 3 maximum points. It tells you the good work of a good leader and a good coach.
All right, it's all over here. The 90 minutes of action comes to an end here at Etuba Astro TV. This is the live coverage of the Access Bank Division 1 League, the season 2025-2026. It was a match week 14, a fixture between Attram Visser Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy. And referee Efa has blown his whistle to the entire game to come to an end. And it is the home team, Attram Visser, who have amassed all 3 points after the 90 minutes of action. We will have the thought of the technical team, and I will first speak with the head coach of West African Football Academy after the 90 minutes of action. Coach, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
A bit disappointed with the results?
Yeah, it's kind of disappointment, because if defensive phase zone 1, and if you miss such a little mistake and they punish you, it's really heartbreaking. And you could see we are building out in zone 2, and one silly mistake and they're using their offensive transition to punish, which is heartbreaking. But it's part of football, and it's part of development, it's part of learning. So you could see two teams we really played well. Attram played very well tactically and technically. I must say he played well. And if you look at in transition, we also did very well. You could see the last 20 minutes, we created some chances, decent chances that we can easily score 2 or 3 goals to make it equal. But that is football. Football, if you miss chances, they will use it against you.
Well, I think defensively, you considered a lot of chances against your opponent, and also in the final third, you also had your share of chances. You couldn't bury any of them. What would you say about the defensive shape of your team this very afternoon against Attram Visser, and also in the final third, the little opportunities you created? You were playing against a very difficult side, a team that have shown, very good account of themselves. And with those few chances, you cannot create as many before you put one at the back of the net. What actually didn't work well from these two departments?
I think defensive phase is one. If you look at it's miscommunication between the two center backs that they didn't communicate well. But you could see they were very compact. You could see they were very intelligent. But movement is movement in the game. And then you could see when we were having the ball in zone 2, and we missed that pass, and then they use it against us. That is football. Football, if you lose the ball, they will use it against you. But if you always have the ball, it's difficult for the opponent to get offensive transition.
All right. Do you have any message for, the supporters who traveled all across to, cheer your guys up here? And also, do you have any message for them? They're going forward, what should be expected from West African Football Academy?
I must say, football is 3 things: lose, draw, or win. But if they know football, they understand. But the most important thing is the boys playing well, and then at the end of the day, the results will come. But if they are not playing well, results is coming, then development is not good. So if they are playing well, automatically they will start to score. So
all right.
I must say thank you for coming, supporters. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting. Just keep on doing what you are doing for Wafa, and we will put a smile on your face.
Okay, nice speaking with you, Coach.
Same here.
Well, and Happy New Year as well, Coach. Well, that was the head coach for West African Football Academy. They are living here without a point in the first department of the game. The assistant coach made it clear that they will, go away with something, but they couldn't, make any fruition out of the possible chances they also created for themselves, and they are living here with nothing. And it is the home team, Attram, the Visser. They have swayed away all the 3 important points, and I have with me here the coach, Godwin Attram. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, interesting match you've had. How would you assess your guys after 90 minutes?
A great football, great performance with a win. I think it's a new year bonus for the club and the fans. It's a match that we really prepared very well psychologically, so that we can take the 3 points. Mechanism worked very well, and the positioning of the players on how to defend is very solid, and then also attacking side is very solid. Football is like that. You might have one chance, you have to take credit to that, and if you do that, definitely it will open and you have another one. But later on of the game, they came into the game last minute. They also created some chances which they couldn't convert, and that is how football is. Well,
currently 4 points adrift you and the top leaders, Port City. What should be expected from Attram Visser this season?
I think the league is still young. One more game to end the first round, and that 3 points is also important for us if we really want to win the league. That's against Trudemo at the Newtown. It's a very important game. If we really want to contest very well, we need a win there or a draw. Then we are into the league.
Well, do you have any message for the supporters who are here in their numbers to cheer the guys up?
I wish all of them a happy new year. That this year is going to be a great year for Attram Visser. We are in the FA Cup round 16. We are going to do our best to match up to the end, at least be in the last 4, and then we see what God has for us. For the league also, it's still young. Last game against Trudemo, and then we turn the fixtures. We will have Accra Lions, and then we have 2 more games here to play. So I think these matches will really determine exactly where we'll be in the league. I wish them best of luck in the year, and to all of you as well. Thanks very much always to telecast our matches.
Well, nice speaking with you, Coach, and Happy New Year once again.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was the head coach for Attram, the Visser Sporting Club, Godwin Attram. And I will be speaking with the main man himself. He had a brace against West African Football Academy. He was unplayable. He was in blistering form, performing, scoring for Attram Divisa. Minua Bibiaboko. Yeah. And then I inspire performance no and IDT West African Football Academy, banging in all 2 goals and securing the 3 important points for your club.
First of all, nobody can media Sedama Yankopon. Say Wamani and Nutrition album because I started season. Minya season because minya injuries. I feel I'm not the man want to me. But second, media Sedama Chama because now games in Aboni na me bo method. Okay. Nti ne tactics na ba enne no. Asem nko borings. Nti eno na ema we ni nyina bae because onim say me nya go na me hye.
Nti feeling no at then na wash 2 goals no feeling at then.
Feeling ni dey me ni mienu nyina because ne plan na afa. Ana me say me dey zema hye 2 goals.
Nti ya expect then you feel free.
Go ni dey zem mu expect more.
Obehye more goals.
Because last season me na me top scorer at Attram.
All right.
But we expect say more goals baba.
Well, what's your second goal no baby out now war anyhow I will take keep on BT will marker and it's a chip now they say goalkeeper no say now be describe is a good now feeling no net then one cause now I dream then and I go through I dream once and finally with the ball to what now
me de pa because time be a chairman catch me say be a good say me rene boss because pressing at times be a catch me say I'm ben plan here say na be a meet me afabo be a akwhye because the plan na fi be odd man be answer mean timing because me a good say me win the boss nti ene na eno so kan na inspire me say me fa ball no na me nko. Okay,
can be chair of fans and now wish you obi bia o person wish you obi happy new year.
Oh, happy new year and the very kind afi the chairman na wadi new year na pa
afi wadi ni ama ko fie
chairman wadi new year na pa me dey asedama no na na to so me dey mama me na me papa. Okay. Ne di thirdly so me dey nema Nyankopon because ama afi asan akwa betu mbiem na kan sa sedan kan.
Well, me that's say many we din komo happy new year so why ya menka ho na she go so sa if am Attram the Visa. Wow, fantastic from Abrantia and a Thomas Ochre ono the winning man of the match, you know, 2 goals to me a share and so the boy in the Attram the Visa. This is where we draw the curtains down for today's coverage. It was a match between Attram the Visa Sporting Club versus West African Football Academy, and it was a 2-0 victory in favor of the home team Attram Divisa Sporting Club. My name once again is Krobia Asante. Kudos to all the production crew, especially the CEO, Dr. Baini, the director himself, Olonka, and also the other camera crews and all the other department. Greetings and a happy new year to everyone.